Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Statistically Improbable Productions, aka your reminder to not look directly at the clips without proper eye protection.
Don't let him tell you what to do.
You will burn out your eyes.
Darwin, survival of the fittest.
Wow, we get some opposing viewpoints here. But, we're back with our Monsters of the Week, which I'm so excited for. It feels like it's been forever. Even though I'm pretty sure we haven't missed last month went fine. It's just the fact that Easter came and I haven't been streaming as much. We are very close to affiliate and might hit it on this stream, but we'll see. Fingers crossed.
We're going to. This is the goal.
This is the one.
Tell your friends, those that are in stream right now.
If my math is correct, we need an average viewer count of 8. That is my estimate. 8 to 10 should get us that. But without further ado, I'll hand it off to one of the players to go through the recap of last session. I don't know who was
That was
there.
close.
Okay, all I really remember is we defeated Spider Vampire Lady. And then we brought Wyne to the hospital, dropped her off. Something freaky at the end happened there where she's unconscious, and then I think the person from before is back and is like hovering over her right now while she's in her hospital bed. John turned evil, so he's currently somewhere.
Yeah, you don't know if he turned evil or not. He's just doing questionable experiments.
Yeah. Max went back to work, and then he got visited by this very odd little girl who has this sweet tooth that would even make Willy Wonka blush. Then I forget. I think me and Corny are going to meet her or something right now, because we're going across to the next area. We get stopped at the checkpoint. I roll really well on my domination thing, and I get us passes and everything. Yeah, that's about it. That's all I can really remember.
I think you covered most of the bases. Yeah.
The little girl had strangely grass-stained feet and walked around barefoot.
Yep. She's a very odd individual who helped Corny out by taking care of the reporter, and then also requested Corny help her out with something that she's been wanting aid with. So you guys start to head off. Wyne was knocked unconscious during the battle against the spider creature and was taken to the hospital because that's what Corny's gut told him was the best option to do.
Nice.
Definitely wasn't a failed roll for that.
From Corny, never. In unrelated news, I did level up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Did you already choose what you were going to do with the level up?
Oh, I didn't. That was just a funny comment I wanted to make.
Oh, okay.
No, but I did get experience.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you actually leveled up or not.
No, I'm getting close to another one, but not yet.
Okay. Possibly this session.
Don't put
Hopefully
that evil
not.
on me, Ricky Bobby. Put that evil on me.
Come on, Wyne. Leveling up is fun.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Is it?
Depends on the consequence of the failed roll.
When we left off, John had kind of closed himself off from everyone and was doing questionable experiments with the samples taken from the spider creatures. Wyne had been taken to the hospital with a looming figure standing over her hospital bed, saying, I didn't write down what she actually said. I believe she said something along the lines of, soon. Things are falling into place. And
Okay.
And then I think that's where we left off. We'll start off with Wyne. Not where you currently lay, but a time before. A time many years before. Back when you were still with the cult of the Timeless Maiden. You're around 6 or 7 there.
Yeah.
There's a few other children with you, but you're the only one who's actually showing any level of potential, any sort of actual gifts. Do you want to describe what that is like? What is the day-to-day like? What are the lessons like there?
So, Wyne is a shy child, has a couple of friends that she will be around just to ensure the adults stop observing her. And she kind of keeps to herself. She plays with cards a lot. She plays with little things like that. They give her books and scrolls, and as children you don't really understand it because you just think they're toys, but the adults and the parents have different plans. She has to attend these classes all the time, which seems like a lot of her days, but she also spends time with her mother, and her mother is getting her to mix herbs and read incantations. And one day she's sitting there and her cards just suddenly go all over the place, and they're just phew. And one kind of flips up on its own, and an adult observes this at the time, and they kind of take her over and they go, "Hey, what was that?" And she's like, what do you mean? What? I just was playing. I don't know what you mean. And then that's what kind of triggered them observing the fact that she had something special to her and something spooky to her. And she did not like the way that was going and the darkness that she felt creeping around her every time that energy was tapped into.
And as they do continue to observe you and watch over you, they start doing more sort of tests and challenges to try and get you to tap into these powers more. Different not really experiments, but they trying to get you to accomplish things through incantation or gestures to bend the rules of reality. But anytime that you're successful in doing something, it's not what they were hoping to achieve. They tried to have you, at one point, they have you try to make a flower bloom. And you reach out and instead of blooming, it just shrivels and decays.
Yeah. And every time it happens, she gets terrified at it because she really wants to do what they're asking her to, because she sees the pressures and she feels it from them as they're trying to get her to do these tasks. So she gets more and more terrified every time it happens. But also feels, I don't know, the temptation of it a little, if that makes sense, at the same time.
And
she did not like it, though. She did not want to be there and doing that.
And after so long of doing this, pressure's increasing, them never being satisfied with what you've accomplished, even though you are like accomplishing something, you know it. Even though it feels wrong in some ways, you are able to realize that this is incredible what you're able to do. But they're not satisfied. They never give you praise. You never feel as though they are proud of what you've accomplished. Until one day, well, I shouldn't say until one day, but one day, they bring in another child, much younger than you, who has, pigtails and a birthmark on their face. You're probably not in the room at this point, but just seeing this from another area. And you watch as the little girl reaches out to a flower bud similar to what you had been working on, and immediately makes it bloom. You realize, probably at the same time that they do, that she's going to be their focus. That the eyes are off you right now. What does Wyne do?
She plots her escape. She feels bad for the little girl, but I imagine that, like, Wyne would be closer to like 10, 11 at this point, right? Like a little older?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, she'd be plotting her escape at this point from this, because she understands that, like, she doesn't know how long that's going to last, that the pressure's going to be off her. So she definitely does not want to be involved in this anymore. She's been conversing with the spirits, and some of them have kind of helped her understand the way to get out of the, I guess you can call it like the commune or the area that they're staying in. So she would like pack up her bag and she would she would grab the things that she need. She wouldn't tell her family. She does have a love for her, like her mother and stuff, like growing up, but at the same time, she doesn't trust her at all. And it's that whole like wanting to be good and do what she needs to for her. So I think she would be packing up and trying to GTFO. Yeah. Using the spirits to help her get out.
It's at this point when, after feeling the pressure, the feeling of despair, when eventually escapes and has the true feeling of freedom for probably the first time.
Yay! I'm free!
And we're going to shift over as the camera pulls out and moves across the city, across the river, down to Max and Corny, as you guys are on your way to a small forest area within the city confines. It's seldom traveled to, but this is where you were told to meet Violet.
That was close there, Max. Are we ever going to talk about that whole thing you have going on?
I mean, that seems like a very reasonable reaction.
Because we ended with you like basically showing him your monster face and dominating his mind, and I'm just like, okay, we gotta talk about this.
We have a minute here. It's a few minute drive. Like, let's hash it out.
All right. This might be hard to believe, but I'm not human.
You don't say. So what are you?
I am a devil. I was effectively sent here, well, banished really by my father for I guess not being strong enough and everything like that. So now I'm here trying to prove myself and get back.
It is a messed up world we live in, given the fact that you just told me you're a devil and we're just moving forward. I don't. So how about that whole thing where you were trying to kill Wyne?
Wasn't trying to kill her.
Wyne,
her.
like,
I
what?
just got.
She was unconscious and you were ready to swing. I don't. Is there a different definition of kill for a devil, or how does that?
Yeah, no. So when my emotions get like heightened and stuff, I can sometimes like lose control. The trigger for me is anger, especially like when my powers don't work and everything.
Well, my dad's trigger was whiskey, so I get it. Okay.
Yeah, no, but wasn't gonna kill her, but at the same time, was not impressed by being used as a living battery for whatever mumbo jumbo voodoo that she was doing.
Okay, I kind of get that. We all got some stuff going on, I think. Just kind of wanted to touch base on it. We don't have to dive in more if you don't want. We can always talk more about it later, but, you know, we had some downtime, drive. That was a lot. And I'm just going to start, like, 1,000 yards staring out the window.
Just like,
And before he does that, I just shoot him a smile, and then my eyes just glint.
Yep, then that definitely leads into the 1,000-yard stare.
Corey's just like, so devils are also real.
Yep.
Okay.
And he's just rolling with it because, I mean, the shit that's been happening and the shit he's seen. Yeah, okay, all right, fuck it. There's no end to this.
And you guys continue driving until you get to not really a proper place to park, but drive into the wooded area a little bit until eventually you have to head off on foot. Let me just drag you guys over there. Don't have the map up on stream, but not necessary right now. You guys make it to the wooded area, and I assume you leave,
Pretty sure it's Mikey.
Mikey with the car?
Yeah. Just be ready to get going in a hurry if we need to, Mikey.
He nods. And you guys start trekking through the woods. Eventually, you come to the what's the difference between a pond and a lake? Is it just size, I think?
Yeah, size.
It's a fairly large pond. Not quite a lake. And you don't see anyone around right away. But you do, as you enter here, there's like a smell of, you swear it's cinnamon in the air.
Do I recognize this from previous dealings?
It'd probably be familiar to you.
I think we're getting close.
And then behind you, you hear the bushes shuffle. And
I'm drawing my pistol. Taking chances.
out of the bush walks Violet. That was her name, right? I don't have the thing up.
Sounds right.
I should have had this up.
Unless you're connected to the name,
Violet.
it works just as well for me.
The little girl with barefoot, flowing dress and a crown of flowers on her head. Tiara crown. Along
Jesus.
and beside her, her stout little bearded friend with a red pointed hat. Hello. You made it.
Did you have to sneak out of the bushes like... You understand this is a rough world we live in, right?
I'm starting to see that, but that makes it all the more fun.
I'm gonna go ahead and holster the pistol and just like put a hand over my heart like...
So, you've been looking into disappearances around here. Is that correct?
Say that. I was looking into some of my own, and I met these. Do I still call you people? Max.
What's the politically correct term to use here?
It's like I just give him a side look.
Yeah, so I met these people, and they were looking into him too. Yeah, so I know there's always something extra going on with you. So do you have information about this?
Not necessarily information, more of a hunch, a feeling, a sense of things being connected. We've been sent here on behalf of Oberon. And you guys can make probably a sharp roll if you want.
That. I did okay.
Well, I failed.
Max,
You get experience.
Yeah.
no recognition of that name.
No. Completely different worlds.
I'll ask the player, do you know who Oberon is? Do you recognize that name?
Me personally, yes. The character, that can be up to you. I don't know if the character would or wouldn't.
I'd say with a mixed success, you'd know things from folktale and folklore. But...
And I'm just going to say, fuck. The King of the Fair. That's so much heavier than I was looking for. Okay, but what is that? Why does that involve us? Why do we need that much attention?
because this is your city.
I live here. I don't own it.
But
I'm more responsible for a certain neighborhood within it.
But you're the only friend I have in the city.
Acquaintance, maybe colleague, coworker. Once it's, and then I didn't see you again until you showed up in my belt. Friends, okay, they talk.
And I'm hoping we can talk.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Here's the gist. Oberon's noticed an increase in activity, portals opening between our worlds without his knowledge, or rather without him knowing the full details about it, and that makes him nervous.
Welcome to our world.
It's been happening more frequently in the past couple weeks. So he wants to figure out why. Meanwhile, there's been a number of people disappearing, which wouldn't surprise me if these two instances coincide.
I look over to Max and I do not want to find out what they get turned into with these experiments.
The like the thing down under, or
Yeah, like the thing down under, but the Fey version of that. Nope. They might be. They might. Yep. They might be linked. Corny's going like a little white at thinking about this, because that's going to be something.
So, we have our suspicions of who this could be, but we'd like, if you could, use your resources to dig up some information. Look for essences of Fae. A little mischief here, some bad luck there. Things that don't quite make sense.
Oh, bad luck. I got that one covered.
If it's who we suspect, they like to prey on those who suffer misfortune. So,
This is kind of a Fey line for him in this current world.
yeah, which is why we don't understand why there's been such a sudden increase. We want to find out more information.
Do you have any clues, any direction you can point us, or we just go about our own way?
I don't have too much at the moment, but keep your eyes out for any places where the veil is thin, where the border between worlds is easy to cross over, and that's probably where places like that is where they lurk. We've checked our portals that we know about, that we have control over, and she gestures behind her, like the one here. And you notice, like, this pond is, like, she says to look for things that don't quite make sense. You notice the pond that you stand in front of is, like, a perfect circle. And there's a number of heavy stones almost perfectly spaced out around them, and the scent of cinnamon doesn't come from her. So they don't all look like this, but just things that are odd, things that seem too perfect, seem out of place. Everything's a clue.
Oh, I mean, Max, you are familiar with some of the thin points, right? I mean, being from somewhere else.
Do you want to make a roll for Max?
A which roll?
What are... I'd say this is probably sharp as well.
Oh, great. It's a really good stat for you.
Yeah.
I don't... Or actually, no, this would be weird. This...
Okay. 1 second. Ignore that. Ignore that. That was sharp before you said it. that doesn't count. That doesn't count.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
That was
doesn't
nothing.
count. I swear that doesn't count.
Well, speaking of leveling up.
There, mixed success for weird.
So yeah, Max, you've tried to study this a bit, but you do have a natural sense of, like, it probably comes as more of a gut feeling than rather you're able to identify the signs. You know that there's points and places where the veil between worlds grows thin, and that's often where you would have initially crossed over. Different veils have different planes have different veils, so you need to have a good idea of which one might be stepping into. But you would probably get more of a sense for something along the lines of a Hellgate.
Yeah.
This is fairy. Like you... I'll let you tell me. You didn't recognize the name Oberon, but would Max know anything about the other planes, like fairy?
I'll
let you decide that.
I don't think he would, because like he didn't really know much about like this. He doesn't really know like much about this world itself, and I mean, like maybe he might have heard of it. Yeah,
It's quite possible that you just know they exist and know nothing about them.
yeah,
Just like a regular person can know. You can know a country exists and know literally no information about it.
that is true.
So that it could be your level of knowledge is like, I know that's a place.
Yeah,
I couldn't tell you anything about it.
yeah. Their magic is very glittery.
Says the person with butterfly wings.
Shh.
And glimmering eyes.
Yeah.
Glitter. Honestly, the best thing about this current state of the world is strip clubs aren't as much of a thing anymore.
Wow.
Ugh.
Look, the hatred of glitter is shared by both my character and my player.
That's fair. Glitter is a terrible, terrible thing.
Though in New Orleans, you have to be okay with large size glitter because that's just part of existing here. And it honestly gets you green flag points. So that's fine. Just none of the small stuff.
So yeah. That would be Max's knowledge. Like, you could identify a Hellgate easier than you could identify a fairy portal, but maybe?
Okay.
We'll see.
Well, that's better than I think I could do, but also, at the same time, I guess once Wynn's feeling better, we can see if she can do anything about it. She kind of has that connection to something not of this world, right?
On that note,
Yes.
Corny, your phone rings.
All right, and he's sorry, and it's just kind of like gonna step away a little bit to politely answer the phone and not be standing in front of somebody he was just having a conversation with.
And do you have any like code you have for you and your crew upon first answering?
Yeah, we have one, I assume. I haven't made it up yet, but I would assume we have some key phrases that are important. So, what is it?
You can send me the list later if you want, but
yeah, we can do that later. That's fine.
That's something that just popped in my head that you probably would have in place. But on the phone, it's I need to bring up your character list here, which I should actually just make on a sticky note and put it next to me. It's Henry you left with Wyne, right?
The muscle, which I think is Henry.
Yep.
Okay.
So it's Henry on the other line, and says, he would give you the proper code to note that it's him. And he says, something happened, boss. I don't know but what happened, but I was watching her, and then the next moment I was waking up in the chair and she was gone.
I'm just gonna say, well, that sounds like misfortune. I guess get back to the spot. We'll catch up there. I gotta talk to some people about some things. And he's just gonna click the phone off.
Okay. He did sound very upset. You don't hear much emotion in him, but he sounded like he knew he did a bad job.
Yeah. So, a little bit of good news, bad news, Max. That was Henry. About Wyne, so we're hearing about it, right? Right? Yeah. So that's the good news. It stops there. Bad news. We don't know where she is anymore. They did say that this person or thing was preying on those, suffering misfortune, which I feel like being stuck in a hospital unconscious might be some of that. So I guess maybe more good news because we have a lead. So we lost Wyne.
And from
all right,
there,
brainstorm.
we cut. Oh, sorry, Max. Did you want to?
No, you go right ahead.
Perfect time to cut. We're gonna montage anyway.
Yeah.
We cut there, and I'm going to pass it back to you, Wyne. Another on the spot. What's Wynn's deepest desires? What is her perfect life?
Wynn's perfect life, deepest desires would be to have a plot of land away from a lot of people. She likes solitude. Maybe a couple of close friends could come by once in a while. She would have a garden with a plethora of herbs and food. And she would be able to control when she could see the spirits, because right now she does not have control of her powers. She's still learning and understanding it. So her deepest desire is to have full power and control and understanding of it while living in the perfect cottage in the middle of nowhere near a river, and, maybe have like a nice little campfire, an easel to paint, all that fun stuff. But mostly in control of her powers.
You wake up to the sound of birds chirping, the morning sun shining through the window. You get up and you know where you are. You're at home. You can hear the babbling brook of the river near your home. And you feel the presence of the spirits around you, not cold and chilling, not rattling your bones like it wasn't before. It's always been warmth. It's always been a good feeling. It's a feeling of comfort from them. You welcome them, and they welcome you as you move through your cottage. Half finished painting stands on an easel out on the deck.
Sipping a tea.
What does Wyne do this morning?
Hang on a sec here. It just seems like a perfect day today. This just feels so good and relaxing. She's kind of talking to herself as she goes, and she gets like a kettle going. So she gets some water into it, and she gets her little like stove going, because it's like has some like embers left over from the night before that were still a little warm. So she gets a fire going again. And then she walks over to like her curtains in front of her sink on her kitchen, and she like opens them to look outside. And she's just kind of observing as she's like feeling the good feels. Now, for context, is she aware of her past memories in this moment? Like, am I aware of the fact that like this is not what I'm supposed to be?
Let's put this up to the dice. Let's see. What would be the...
Because as I wake up, I'm going to come to more clarity of the fact of what's going on.
Yeah. Use magic. Other topics. I'm trying to figure what the best roll would be.
You're good.
So, I think read a bad situation, or I'm not sure if it'd be... I don't think act under pressure works here.
Okay. Do you want to just do read a bad situation?
Yeah, it falls in a similar category to that.
Okay. I'll give it a roll. How'd I do?
Okay, mixed success. So, you can ask one of those questions, or if there's, since we're playing a little loose with this roll, if there's another question you can think of, let me know.
Do I perceive my surroundings to be abnormal to myself? Like to my norm. So like, do I recognize that this isn't my apartment? Like that this isn't my normal home?
You do, on mixed success, you do get, like, conflicting feelings. Like, this feels like home, but then you get the sense of just odd things, which is like, wait, when's rent due? And it's like, wait, I shouldn't rent this. I don't rent this place. Why would I be feeling need to pay the electricity soon? But wait, this, like, this is a cottage. Oops, disregard.
As I read it intently.
Right. It is something that you and I kind of need to go over at some point, but
Yeah.
disregard it for now.
Yeah, I've actually been meaning to, with the move that you took before, yeah, you have a whole new stat of resources that we kind of need to work out, since you essentially multi-classed.
Something they let you do when you level, and it seemed fun. For
Yeah.
the character.
Yeah, you took an ability that, like, fully opens up the entire class to you,
Yep.
which I love. I just gotta work out how it actually works.
Yeah.
But
And I love because, yeah, we can go into it later.
yeah,
Continue.
It's something that I've been meaning to bring up, and I just keep forgetting because time management I'm bad at. But back to what we were saying, like, yeah, you get this, like, this, like I said, this feels like home, but you're getting the sense that not necessarily memories, but senses that keep coming up, like, wait, I'm supposed to pay bills, but then as soon as those memories or thoughts come up, they're washed away.
Okay. So for example, when she opens up the curtains, she's gonna look out and be like, I thought there was like an electrical box out there. Why doesn't there one? Oh, it's so sunny today. Okay, cool. This is going to be a good day. And then she's like going to go back to making her tea. And then she's going to like open the cupboard to reach for tea. And it's not where the tea is, but she thought it was because that's where it is in her apartment. And she's gonna be like, oh, I thought my tea was there. And then she's going to close it and she's going to like move over to where it actually is. And she's going to continue to kind of like motion like this, where it's like she doesn't feel familiar in her surroundings, but she doesn't seem too threatened by it.
Yeah, there's always a sense that things are off or out of place, and that does nag at the back of your head. Actually, I was looking at the basic moves, but do you have anything special in your playbook? Telepathy, Hex.
I have hunches.
We might come to that in a bit. And after a little bit, you get a knock on your door. And I assume do you go to open it.
When hears a knock and she like gets startled for a sec and she just like reaches for a knife that's on the table, like the counter near her. And she kind of like just keeps it in her hand as she walks up to the door. May I help you? She asks through the door before opening.
And on the other side of the door is Max. Your friend, you think for a second coworker? No. I'm just on my own out here. Friend. He's just a close friend that visits once in a while.
So I recognize him as someone that's been here before?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just Max. And then she like opens the door as if it's no issue. Hi. How's it going?
And Max, I'll let you play out this situation. However, with the notes that this is a perfect world and you're just Wyne's friend. You also know that there's no wings, no horns, no nothing. He's just in his regular attire, and that's how Max is.
Alright, so perfect world, okay.
If you have any questions, you can message me.
Yeah, let's just get face. Let's just get that open just in case.
I think I see the challenge.
I'll actually send you a message right quick, Max. Just okay. I'll let you play that a bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit of inspiration, improv prompts, if you want to
Okay.
go with.
Morning, Wyne. I was just on my way out for my usual morning hike, and I was wondering if you wanted to join me today.
Why in the world would you ask me to go hiking with you? I hate hiking. And I thought you were here to pick up the preservatives that I made. I have the jam ready for you. And she like walks over to like the shelf where she has the jams, and she starts putting them in a basket and brings them back over.
Wonderful, thank you, Wyne. I always love your homemade jams. Thank you so much.
Well, you know, you bring me stuff from the town sometimes, which I appreciate, so it's just a mutually beneficial arrangement here. But like hiking, seriously, Max, you know better. I'm going to be spending the day like painting and sipping tea. Like, look at this world we live in. It's so beautiful. I want to capture it.
I know, this world is so nice and magnificent.
It's almost like it doesn't exist.
No, I can see how you think that everything's so perfect here.
How'd you get here, by the way? How did you get here?
I was walking. Like I said, I was coming over to I was going on my usual morning hike, and I just wanted to pop by and say hi.
I can't pinpoint how to get to the village or how you get away from my house here. But whatever.
Make
Yeah, I don't want to go hiking.
roll. Wyne.
My hunches roll?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you start to look for holes.
Yay.
And
Mark experience.
yeah.
Oh, off topic. Can I heal myself or am I still unstable?
Oh, the hospital would have healed you fully.
Okay, I'm just going to fix that quickly.
Yeah.
Okay.
You-
Continuing.
Yeah, you are fully healed.
Perfect.
You think hospital might have been a poor choice, but they still healed you fully.
Okay.
I'm just gonna keep bringing that up. I'm sorry, Corny.
Poor choice. Freaking
Hey.
hospitals.
Gave me experience. I ain't mad at it.
Okay,
But,
so
yeah.
that hunch failed.
As you start to wonder about these things, they're rushed away. Just like, why are you concerned? Like, you know how to get to the town. Like, it doesn't matter. Like,
Oh,
what path
yeah,
you
I'm
need to
just
take.
I just haven't had my coffee. I started with tea this morning. You know how it goes. Silly me. Sorry, Max.
All good, Wyne.
So you said you're going hiking? Where are you going hiking?
Up the mountain path like I normally do.
It just sounds so tedious. Is it worth it if I go?
Oh, it's absolutely worth it. Gives you
Just gonna,
such a great boost of energy. Makes you feel great.
She's really skeptical at that statement. Movement is not Wynn's favorite thing. She does not like being active. And she reaches for her coffee that she was, or tea, sorry, that she was making and drinking. She like grabs the mug and holds and goes, okay, humor me. I'm on a day for trying something new. Let's go for this hike, Max. Would you like to get a snack before we go? She like
Absolutely.
gobbles the rest of her tea, and then she like pulls out. She's like just the most amazing baker, and this was something Wynn never did in like the real world, but I guess in the situation of this world, the perfect world, she just made some scones. So she pulls out scones, and she's like, "Here you go. Now you can try the jam." And she like gives them scones, and then she like makes a little like picnic basket to bring on the hike.
So you
And then-
guys,
Thank you.
Yeah, we get ready to go.
you guys head up, hiking up the mountain.
I hate this.
When you get to sort of a there's a word, not outcrop, landing
The summit?
So,
plateau, yeah, not necessarily the summit, but a plateau on the mountain. You can see the view of the valley. Off in the distance, you see the town. Where town? That's the town. That's where Max came from. That's the
Oh.
town. Yeah.
Just silly me.
With close to a harbor, or well, on the harbor, with the no walls surrounding here. Everything's fine. Everything's fine.
And she's like looking around. I don't think I've ever seen these trees before. I didn't know trees like this existed. That would be really silly if I've lived here my whole. How long have I lived here?
At this point, you hear the ringing of a bell, just ring, 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 as biking up the trail. Corny, just passing
Oh.
by. Gotta bring you in at some point.
Excuse me. Sorry, didn't mean to be in the way there.
No, everything's fine. Just on my bike ride to see my lovely wife.
I think I
Wait.
don't need to send you the messages, Corny. I think you get the gist.
Corny, he has a wife, but I remember she was. And then like Wynn starts to get confused again. Your wife?
Yes, my wife, and then our three little bundles of joy. Mikey, Danny, Henry, our puppies. We just adopted them.
And she like starts holding like a pendant that she like has like it's like you could call it like a talisman or something of the sort. She's like holding it as she's like thinking. She's like, but I thought that. What's your name again? I'm so sorry. I'm just really confused this morning. Please don't mind me.
Oh, Cornelius Archibald Reginald III.
Doesn't sound right.
Well, what's your name then? Rude.
My name. Wynne. My name's Wynne.
Well,
We've met.
quite an
We know each
auspicious
other.
name. We do.
You would know my name. I'm so confused. Isn't your wife not here anymore? I thought I saw her transparent.
Transparent is a weird way to see someone.
What do you mean? You saw?
Like she wasn't of this world anymore.
You're starting to scare me.
I'm so sorry, sir. I understand that must be daunting. I'm so confused. This doesn't feel right. This doesn't seem right. And she's gonna like continue getting more and more anxious as she's like trying to put the pieces together because she remembers a flash of a moment of seeing her being not alive.
Make another hunches roll.
God. I just hit it. 1 second here. I messed up. What did I do? I lost it.
What the heck did you do?
Show and use. I unclicked it by mistake.
Ah.
There it is. Okay, here we go.
Mixed success. So, things start to shift and shake. Things, and you blink, and then you open your eyes again, and you're sitting down. You're at a picnic. Max and Cornelius there. His wife beside him. Just out in a beautiful field. And
Ooh, food.
you don't remember how you got here.
Am I confused or am I just like content in the moment?
With the mixed success, you're starting to get confused.
Cornelius is going to laugh uproariously at a joke that his wife just shared, and then reach for some food and continue to drink whatever he's drinking.
His laugh startles the crap out of Wynne. What just happened? How did we get here?
You invited us all on a picnic. It was such a wonderful idea.
She's like holding a drink in her hand and she just like guzzles it quick to like get like a sensation because she feels like she's very disconnected from the moment. So she's like sips it to like bring herself back. Yeah, a picnic, right. That's what we were heading to do. Max was showing me a spot. Is this a spot? Max, how did we get here?
You don't remember?
And why are you here? And he's gonna point at Cornelius's wife. You're so I don't know, alive.
That is what made me fall in love with her.
Yeah, and like, why wouldn't she be alive?
This isn't right. This isn't right.
Oh, you're right. And I do like a little whistle with my fingers, and 3 little puppies start running over. That one of them clearly bigger than the other 2.
Puppy.
Yes,
Puppies
I
make
told you
everything
I would
better.
bring them. So,
And then she just like gets enamored by the puppies, and she's like, "Oh my!"
here's little Danny, and you see Danny, and he's like just kind of like long-legged, like in that weird puppy way where their legs are way too long for their bodies, and he's kind of skinny but not unhealthily so. And then you've got Mikey the puppy, and I introduced Mikey to you, and Mikey is just kind of average size looking, but almost like the runt of the litter, actually, not average size looking. And then you've got Henry, who I introduced last, and he's just a fucking brick shit house of a puppy.
Just
Oh my
stacked,
God.
like he can't even put his paws together. It's just
He like barely, he has trouble moving, right? And like when he runs, he kind of almost like one whole half of his body moves, and then the other half, so it's just like, whoo, whoo,
just
whoo,
can't actually do both paws together. It just has to like.
Yeah, yep.
So Wynn's gonna like get excited about the puppies and see them all, and she's gonna like start saying hello to them and stuff, and be caught in the moment for like a little bit, and then she's gonna have like a flash happen where it like brings her back for a sec of the confusion. She's like, hang on a second, as if it's like she's almost like understanding that it's trying to distract her.
And in that flash, you swear off in the field a little bit past you. You see a little girl in the field. Birthmark across her face in a hoodie. Pigtails saying, "You're lost."
And I'm gonna like just like get up, ignoring everyone, and just start heading towards her.
Oh, Wynn, you haven't tried the best cheese yet.
One second, I'll be right back. And she continues going.
You work your way through the field, and then you eventually get to where you thought you saw the girl, and she's not there anymore. And then you hear from behind you, "You need to find your way back." She's...
My way back.
And you suddenly recognize a vision of hell? No, that can't be. Who? And as you go around to face her, and just as she would come into your focus, gone again.
What in the... This is not where I'm supposed to be, I don't think. I feel lost. I think she's trying to tell me that. Where'd she go though?
Make
And
another.
can I like do what? Sorry?
Unless there's something else you wanted to try.
I was gonna say I could do like an investigate a mystery of like where did it go, or like where's the
Yeah?
you know. Does that work?
Yeah?
Okay.
Seven.
Mm-hmm.
So you actually, what are you asking with investigate a mystery?
Where did she go? Where did Hell go?
You see a path through the field. Not necessarily a path, like a pressed down a trail, sort of, that she left through the field. Do you follow?
Yes.
Just have
But before I do, I just yell over. I just see something I need to go and capture. I'll be right back. And she like hollers at the group, and then she heads
you
into
need
the
to go and
forest.
capture.
Yeah, capture a moment in time with my paints.
And Corny's going to say, but you should try some of this escape.
Okay, I gotta go. And she had. I just wanted for clarification. She's had like her little bag with her the whole time.
Okay.
So she holds onto her talisman necklace more as she goes through the path, and she's like looking frantically around to continue on the trail.
As you keep running, you're walking or running?
It's like a fast, brisk walk. You know that like trollop where it's like you don't want to make a ton of noise, but you're going quickly through?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm doing.
You know how when you're working an event and you hear somebody broke a glass and
you do
need
the
to
quick,
get to it
like,
quickly, but you
professional-
don't want to show anybody else that you're panicking? Yeah.
Yes, yeah, that quick professional quiet walk where you're like,
Yeah, I'm perfectly fine. This is fine. I'm fine.
Yeah. Everything's fine.
yeah,
I
it's
just walk
fine.
quiet.
You're fine.
Shut up.
Don't be suspicious. Don't
Be suspicious.
Duck, come, duck.
You are walking through the woods, and you hear the voice again. You need to get out. They feed
So do.
on regret.
Oh, sorry.
And it just keeps happening as you're walking further. Focus.
Focus. My question was, does Wyne know she has powers in this sense, right?
You did mention at the start the warmth of your powers and stuff, so yeah.
Yeah, that in my perfect world I'd have. So I would be pulling out my book at this point. Like she'd be pulling out her grimoire out of her bag and be like holding it as she's going through, just to kind of channel the powers from it, trying to find a way out. And she's looking for like a spot, like a rip in time or a rip in the portal or something, or an exit out of this area. Whatever it is that seems out, like she knows that hell disappeared suddenly in her brain, so she thinks that it must be something of not normal escape.
So, what?
Unless that's too much and you're like, no, you need to roll for that.
Well, if that, there will be a roll for that to attempt it, but we'll just one question further. What would be Wyne's biggest regret?
Not being true to herself this whole time. She's been hiding that world of the magic and the world of like her potential because she was afraid of it.
Yeah. As you keep running through the woods, they get darker. You keep hearing the voice saying escape, and then it slowly shifts from Ho's voice to others, different spirits, all sorts of different voices. And you know that this isn't who you truly are. But then another voice comes saying, just, this could be who you can be. And you have a temptation to turn around and go back.
And she thinks longingly to that temptation. How strong is the temptation?
It's a strong temptation. I'd say make this would probably be act under pressure to keep
Okay.
you cool and keep going forward.
I act under pressure.
You can see the way forward. And then you know that you know what happens if you go forward. You go back to a life of constantly lying to yourself, of constantly not being true to who you are, of not being able to help those that you care about. Here you don't have to worry about that.
They all look so happy here. And like, Corny's wife's here. And they're puppies. And I have my perfect life in my perfect cabin. It's just, why would I want to run and fight this? Why are you telling me to run? Why are you telling me to not do this right now? This seems like the perfect life. And she's like gonna be like, and then she's gonna like kind of like fall to the ground for a second, be like, have her hands in her head, trying to figure out what she should do, if she should turn back or go forward. Like, I could just experience this and everything will be okay, right? My friends will be okay. They get to experience this too.
Then you see as you kneel on the ground, head clasped, you see 2 feet stand in front of you. 2 small feet, and look up to see Hell standing in front of you. It's like, except they don't get to experience this. And neither are you.
Well, how'd you get here? Can you help me? Can you help me?
She says, I'm not here. None of us are.
I need to... This isn't real?
Make another hunches roll. Getting a lot of
Okay.
rolls in.
I know. I'm making up for missing the last one, right? My rolls are rough today.
Mixed success is still a success.
That is true. Get me out of here! She starts doing a temper tantrum like a 2-year-old. No, I'm kidding.
Betrayal!
You can still help people. You can still be honest to yourself. Even if you're not here. You just have to believe.
That's so positive. Kind of not my life nowadays. But
Do you-
I want to help my friends. I want to help those that have helped me.
So, you have an idea of what you can do to... You feel like you can attempt to escape.
Okay. Then I want to use magic, and I want to, where is it here? There's a thing where I can do, like, a portal. I just got to find it. It says bar, place, or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So could I portal to to like my world? Can I try?
Yeah, you channel your powers. What sort of materials do you use in this spell?
So what's gonna happen is Wynn's going to she's gonna get like an aha moment and go, I think I know what to do. And she's gonna grab her grimoire and she's gonna like flip to a page that she hasn't been to before. She's never summoned a portal before. We're just gonna put clarification there. She's not one to tap into her things. So she's like going to the portal and she's like, okay. And she's like reading it quick. And then she runs and she grabs like a stick and then she starts drawing out a circle with like a spell circle, and she starts like making these designs in the ground with this dirt, and then she's like kicking some leaves away as she's doing this, and she's creating a small clearing to like build a space to do it. And then she grabs like a handful of leaves and she puts them in the middle, and she's holding her book and she's still reading, seeing what else she would need. And yeah,
you start making this array on the ground, about to... Your spells so far have been small and nothing too... And you haven't deviated too much. You've learned how to have spirits bind creatures in place, but outside of that, you haven't really experimented past that. A few things here and there, but this is the first time you're setting up a true ritual.
mm-hmm.
And then you know you have the incantation in your book. You know what sigils you'll need to make the circle. And you begin the spell. Go ahead and roll use magic. And let me just see, because I just want to see if there's anything. Target. Okay, no, I don't think... I was just seeing if there's anything else, anything on your playbook, but I don't believe so.
So we're good?
Yeah, you look back one last time, or do you just keep forward?
No, she's pretty focused at this point, because if she looks back, so the thing is Wyne knows if she looks back, she's going to be weak enough to want to give in to this, because she's also scared of using this magic right now. So she's very much in like hyper fixation mode of like task going.
And she doesn't want to be a pillar of salt, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Basically.
Was that
so
a Dante's Inferno reference or something like that?
I mean, it's a Bible reference, but also it's been used so many times in stories.
But anyway, so I'm gonna roll my use magic, and we're gonna hope for the best. Mixed success.
Okay.
So there's a effect and a glitch.
Yeah.
It says I get to choose the glitch, I think.
Use your effect and a glitch. The keep decides what effects the glitch has.
Oh yeah. So my effect is summary. It says bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So I'm going to try to. So it does say person. So what if I'm just trying to like get to Max on the other side? Would that work? With a glitch that it draws immediate unwelcome attention.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. You make this portal that comes in front of you, and as you do, the portal opens and you hear from around you, there's sudden overcasts, the crack of thunder, and Corny and Max stand in front of you on the other side of the portal, both just dead-eye staring, just saying, "Don't go."
I have to.
Stay with us.
You can have my cottage. And then she's gonna just close her eyes and take a deep breath and hopefully with permission jump through the portal.
You jump through, and as you do, I think this is a good place to take a break. What do you guys say?
Yeah.
Bum, bum,
Commercial.
bum.
Boom. I've had so much fun with this, though.
Good use of commercial breaks and good use of jumping to a character when it's referenced by other characters.
I just figured this is a good point to take a 10-15 minute break or so.
Yeah.
And we'll be back with what's on the other side of this portal.
Sounds good. I will be standing for the entire time. Make sure I do not fall asleep.
That checks out.
Okay, we'll see you soon, everyone.
Be right back. Bye-bye. And we're back, and Max is dying.
No, we just got Wyne back. You can't die now.
Yeah, well, it feels like someone's knocked the wind out of my chest right now.
Oh.
When she jumped through the portal, she probably just hit Max square on.
Nee, I didn't do it.
I just realized that the toolbar is appearing right above the roll 20 thing. Oh, well.
That's fine.
I can... well, that's just a small adjustment I can fix right now. There. And it's hidden.
There you go.
Perfect. Saw nothing.
No.
Ignore the man behind the curtain.
Oh, what are we doing right now?
Having fun and being nerdy.
When you jump through this portal and
Yes.
you feel the rush of the world around you as it just zooms by, and with a gasp you sit straight up and realize the spell that you'd cast didn't necessarily open a portal, but it did break you of what was holding you. You realize that you were unconscious, and you look around and sort of observe what's around you. At a glance, there might be a read about situation in a second, but what you can see from a glance, you're in a sort of a, it looks like a wooden structure of some sort, just a very basic wooden structure. And you notice that you're not the only one here. To your left and right, there are 4 other people unconscious, lying next to you. And the structure you're in has a low ceiling, so you probably couldn't stand up fully yourself. Like, a child would probably be able to stand up in here, but you'd have to like crouch down to stand in here. And it's just like planks of wood that make up this thing. You're on lying on the ground. There's no actual floor here. And then you hear from around the corner of the structure, a voice say, Did you hear that? I think I heard something inside. And then another one
I'm going to be
say,
as quiet as I can be.
Then the other one says, well, go check on it then. What does Wyne do?
She crouches into a corner. So is there anywhere she can hide in this little enclosed space?
I think this would be the time to read a bad situation.
Okay.
Mixed success. Read
Yeah.
bad situation on
Checks
7
out.
to 9, hold 1.
My life.
So, you can ask one of the questions. So, what's your best way in, best way out? Any dangers you haven't noticed? Biggest threat? What's the most vulnerable? What's the best way to protect the victims?
What is my best way out?
So, you heard these voices coming from one side of the structure, and you notice that it's like almost like a wooden tunnel sort of thing that they were coming from, and you notice that this is kind of like, so it's kind of like a square room sort of thing. There's a tunnel on one side that you heard the voices coming from, and then you notice that there's like a wall and a way you can get around it to exit this sort of section of where you are. So you know that at a quick glance it's dark out as well, like it's the night. But you do notice that there is a way to get out to the other side.
Is there anyone with me?
There's just the unconscious people on the ground.
Right. Do I recognize any of them?
This I would say you definitely wouldn't recognize all of them for sure. There might be a chance you've recognized one or two, but
Is it worth me focusing on that, or should I be like just GTFOing?
I'll say there's nobody you have at most it'd be if there's someone there. No one stands out to you as being a close acquaintance or anything. Nobody you can identify right away.
Okay.
Nobody you know closely seems to be here. Whether you've met them at a glance or one time before, it's hard to say, but nobody jumps out as being someone you recognize or someone that would be helpful in your current situation that you're aware.
Perfect. Can I rob one of them of any valuable things they might have?
Did not expect that.
Wow.
Yeah, neither did I. Make an act under pressure. I think this would be just quickly.
I want to, what if they have a knife or something I can grab as I'm slipping out? That's my thought here. I'm trying to protect myself. Mixed success.
Your time here is very limited. You can hear the quote-unquote person. You can hear something coming through the wooden tunnel.
So I should nope.
You could grab something off the closest person to the wall, but you will be seen escaping if you do. You'll probably still get out, but they'll see you.
Nah, we're good. Thank you for the option. She's gonna consider it for a sec. So she was like, oh, I need something. And then she's like, I'll be fine. And then she continues on and slips through.
You slip through, and as you get out of the structure, you realize you turn and see what it is, and you notice it's looks like it's an abandoned wooden playground set, now overgrown with plant life and stuff. Parts of it have fallen off due to the nails rusting out. But it's just a castle motif wooden playground. And there's nothing is there something like a...
I've placed the exact image into the Monsters of the Week text chat for the voice channel.
Oh, yeah. But overgrown.
That's also the one in my hometown that I grew up playing on.
Oh, fun.
This was inspired by a place in my hometown.
Yep, checks out.
I'm just trying to find the image you sent.
So you have to go to the voice chat and then open the text version of that.
For Discord.
Oh, This is too much work to do on a cell phone.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah. It's not worth me paying attention.
I'll DM it to you on Facebook Messenger while you continue.
But let's read a bad situation. Use magic. Big magic. I feel like it would just be a straight sharp roll to see if you can identify what this is, if you have the history sort of knowledge.
You said a sharp roll?
Yeah, just to see if you have the knowledge of history to know what this structure is, what it was.
Well, I rolled mixed success.
So, you know that things like this exist around in places. There's been a lot of abandoned stuff. This is probably just a playground that, like a lot of things, has been abandoned. You don't... Not something that you're familiar with yourself, because it was probably abandoned long before you were of age to actually play at it. If you even got the opportunity to go to playgrounds as a kid.
Rarities.
It was up the road. I used to walk to it in my my mobile epilepsy seizures as a kid. I would wake up there.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, it was weird. It was a weird childhood. Thankfully, it was childhood epilepsy, so it went away.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah, that image you sent is like the exact thing similar to what they had at where I grew up.
All the images are way more put together than what I remember of it actually being. So,
Well, they gotta make it
the
look
fallen apart version, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's almost like a perfect example of what it would be like. Fully wooden structure of a playground that was built together.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like it would have been really a nice thing whenever it was first constructed, but has since fallen to ruin, and there's no, like, the grass around it too is overgrown, and you know that this has not been used in a long time.
The pea gravel itself has grass growing through it, I assume.
Yeah. You take off, I assume, or do you examine anything else around this area?
I would take a second, just the slightest pause to examine where I am and recognize that that's a playground, and kind of be weirded out about it. But then I would try to is there any way to have a spirit guide me? Can I try to send someone a ghost around to use the site? And what direction I have to go?
Excuse me. Yeah, it would be... Yeah, the site to sort of investigate a mystery would probably work. At least to sort of navigate yourself either out of here so you can backtrack.
Yeah, because what I would say is what happened here. So, well, would that be still read a bad situation, or do you want me to do more so the site? Because the read a bad situation says how can I get out? How do I go? Whereas the site would be more so me connecting with a spirit going, hey, can you point me in the right direction?
I think I would say investigate a mystery with a +1 because of the read a bad situation.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay.
Actually,
What?
you would have had +1 from on the sharp roll too. From the read
Yeah.
a bad situation, which would have brought it up to 10, which is a full success.
Oops.
We're still learning the rules. 14
I
episodes
forgot.
in.
I was wondering I knew there was a +1 that comes around sometimes, and I was thinking to myself earlier, I was like, I remember having +1. I wonder where that is. I didn't even think to read that.
That's the benefit of reading a bad situation. If you succeed, you get
Reading it. Yeah, then you get +1 for your rest of your sharp rolls
Yeah,
or your ongoing
forward.
information for it.
like until that situation is no longer relevant.
Yeah.
So, in that case, you'd know more about this spot.
Okay.
I correct me if this isn't what you think, but would Wynn probably have an interest in like spooky abandoned places?
Oh yeah. She loves to like feel there's something that gives her energy from like feeling the energies of a place. She almost kind of like absorb the power unintentionally. So when she's there it gives her like oomph.
So
So
you'd know that you wouldn't probably haven't been here per se before, but you in looking up places would have heard whispers or people mention a place called Fairyland,
okay.
which is just an abandoned playground on close to the wall that hasn't been touched or maintained in years, since before the surge even happened. It was just been abandoned. People talk about having gone there and like there's always rumors of people disappearing around spooky areas. Usually it's just because the abandoned places are also a good place for crimes and dealings to go down, and when people wander in they don't come back sometimes.
Right.
When they walk into the wrong place at the wrong time.
It's a trap.
It's a tarp.
So, like, this one was probably, like, one that had maybe piqued your interest, but you do know that you do need to be careful going into abandoned places, because it might not be abandoned.
Right.
And this one was a little out of your way.
Right. So I'm feeling that whole thing of like that it could be not good.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm gonna avoid the crap out of it and I'm gonna keep going.
But were you still wanting to go through with the investigative mystery, or were you wanting to just keep going?
I'll just keep going.
Okay. You did get there was a lot more with the success on that, so.
Yeah, and so I can recognize that's like gives me trap vibes, and it's like I don't want to go there. I don't want to touch that playground. I'm gonna keep going. That's how I feel about that. I'm just like done with it. I just want to get back to my apartment and like have a bath. Literally, like Wynn's so over this right now. She's missing her cottage already.
Oh, the regrets.
You also know that you don't have your bag on you. Or your jacket, for that matter.
Well, great. She has to go back then because she needs her bag. She's not going without it.
So, you grab your bag or not not grab your bag. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. You head back. You trudge through this. It's not really a forest, but it's like a small wooded area to the northwest, more west. It's on the Upper West Side. That's the name of the spot of the city.
Okay.
So it's a wooded area that's in this section of the city. That's a lot of places in this area have been abandoned. And this space is just really overgrown.
Like West, y'all?
What?
West, y'all?
Yeah. You're eventually able to get out of the wooded area, and you know that it's a decently long walk back.
Great. Do I have my bag though? Did I get it? Or are you saying I don't have my bag?
No, you don't have it. You didn't see it anywhere in there, and you don't know where it would be.
That sucks. Well, I don't really have a choice. If I have nothing on me, am I in a condition where I'm going to like be harmed because I don't have my jacket as I go down? Like temperature wise, is the temperature a climate that I can walk in?
It would be. It's cool out, but it's not like below freezing.
Okay.
So you'll be
So
uncomfortable.
Canada in summer?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Oh yeah. Hey, buddy.
Oh yeah. Don't you know that, buddy?
Hey buddy, it's a little cool out. You want to go get some Timmies?
Let's go get ourselves a double.
Going for a rip here, aren't you, bye?
Oh my God, we're slowly slipping into Irish at the same time.
Oh, that's what Newfoundland's accent is 100%
God.
Irish
Is it?
influenced.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay where you're at.
Yeah.
Come with you too.
Yeah.
Actual sentence in Newfie.
Say it again.
Stay where you're at. Or come where you're too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Very Irish influenced. Love it.
Yeah. But we understand it weirdly enough. It just works.
That's the thing about dialects is if you speak the base, you can usually understand the rest. They may not always be able to understand you.
Right. But anywho, so if it's like cool out and Wynn's now out of this, she knows what direction to go in. She's just gonna start heading for like people. She's looking for safety right now. She's looking for a place she can connect with like someone she knows.
Yeah, so it's cool out, but you know, if you keep moving, you'll keep your body warm.
Yeah.
I can actually.
I'm like not happy. I'm unimpressed. Like think like hangry mixed with exhaustion mixed with sadness. That's where she's at right now.
Yeah, I've dated.
Yeah.
I can actually. I'll bring up the map just to show you and people where you are. There we go.
And then Max and I have to resolve our
Wyne was
rainstorm session.
over here. That's
Okay.
where you would have come out. This wooded
Okay.
area. Right
I
here.
thought you said Upper West.
That's the Upper West Side.
Yeah. For the city because the bridge doesn't there's a bridge and then that's a different area. Well, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Upper West.
Yeah.
Of the lower part of the city, it's Upper West Side.
Yeah, no, that's fair,
100%.
That's fair. I also, when you said West initially, which as soon as you put her there, I realized that was West. But when you said it initially, I was looking at East like an idiot.
So Wyne definitely is heading back towards her apartment.
Cottage?
Though it looks like Max's would be first, so she might stop by on the way.
So, as Wyne heads through the city, probably trying to go fairly unnoticed.
Yeah, she's like going the back way through the alleyways. She doesn't want to draw attention. She's exhausted. That would mean socializing.
And you also know, like, there's no curfew in the city per se, but there are often patrols going around, and you probably don't want to deal with that as well.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so she's just gonna be like, oh, for fuck's sake, I just need to get home, and then continue going.
Max and Corny, as we zoom out and zoom back into you guys, you just got word that Wyne was missing from the hospital. Where do you go? Did you say you were heading back to the spot to try and...
No, Henry's heading back to the spot.
Okay.
Last we had said we're brainstorming, and then it's montage time.
Okay. What is this montage?
I assume it's going to be a lot of bickering. I don't know. It's up to you, but I assume we're going to bicker back and forth for a while.
That sounds about right.
Like, no, this is the right idea. No. Just trust me. This is right. Oh my God, you're such an idiot. Why would you do? No. Just hear me out. Hear me out.
Brennan mixed into that, just like Max trying to telepathically link up again. If you know how that works.
Yep. And throughout all of this, I would at least like to try a trust your gut and see how poorly this turns out.
Okay. So, you're going to do trust your gut and what is it you're trying to gain from...
When I consult my instincts about what to do next.
Okay.
So what I think the best plan or course of action is, because in my experience, usually my instincts are right.
In your experience prior to this...
Yes. In my character's experience prior to me ever rolling this stat ever, yes.
It should work.
But I get to roll it with charm now, so that's fun. It gives me basically a 2-point benefit, so...
Yeah. Oh.
Which...
No.
Yeah, so, you get to tell me what my instincts lead me into. And then I guess it's up to Max whether Max trusts me or not. And we'll go ahead and mark an experience.
So
Wow.
I'm taking another sharp roll coming in my future.
Well, maybe. It depends. It depends on what the keeper gives us, because you say my instincts lead us into danger. So where do my instincts take us?
I need a minute.
That's fine. Sorry, buddy, but at least it's interesting.
Yeah. No, I love it. There's always moments where, like...
Oh, I more meant to the players, like, yeah, I know it's great for you too, but I keep fucking us over.
It's not the fun of it, though.
What?
It is. Negative rolls are basically storytelling stratagems.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you got a 4 and a 1 on that roll, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, I was so close.
Actually,
So close.
7 is a mixed success, right?
It is.
Max can give the help action if he wants.
Oh, sure.
If you're
Let's
bringing...
The
try.
DM begs.
Nah.
Give the help.
If you want,
Nah,
you
we're
can
good.
give the help action. You don't have to, but it would bring that to a mixed success. And
Hey, I roll cool, and my cool is 0, so it's a straight roll. So, I mean, it can't get any worse. You already failed, so.
Fail.
So essentially, before you
succeed.
roll, the way I see this, you get a mixed success, and we can figure out what that entails. It brings that up, and you get a mixed success. Complete success is will essentially a failure means leading fully both of you going into danger.
I love it here.
So yeah, let's see.
It's like karmic return for how many times the plan doesn't go anywhere near where I want it to. So now it's another DM's problem.
Amazing.
Oh boy. So, let's see this.
Yeah, you didn't realize the karmic load you were bringing into the campaign when I joined.
All right, so I'm rolling help.
Yeah, help out. Or
Okay.
whatever it's called.
Fail.
Hey!
Fuck! I mean, yes!
Yay!
Woo, success.
Whoa!
Okay.
Alright,
So there's
I'll-
your +1.
I'll unmark my experience that I had already marked.
Getting ahead of yourself.
Let me just fully. When you roll 10 plus grants, you grant them plus
Yeah, I got
1 to their
them.
roll.
So the +1, so he has a 7 now. So that's
to
next
their
success.
roll, but expose yourself to danger. Okay.
So now it's mixed.
So there's no danger. Yay.
Yeah. So, it brings Corny from a failure to a mixed success. So on the trust or gut,
I get a general direction and I take a +1 forward as I explore that.
hey. So you feel like there's probably not much you can gather from the spot in regards to this. Maybe Max has some stuff that he's not thinking about because he said like he has some intuition. There might be something you can glean from that, from anything that he's collected over the years.
And based on my experience of Max, him not thinking about something checks out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder himbo powers activate.
Himbo!
Yeah. So you'd say that's probably your best bet to like at least start.
Wait. Investigating Max more is my best bet to find Wyne? Because that's what we were doing.
I mean, to start looking for clues, like you think that Max might have something that he hasn't thought of.
To find Wyne? Okay.
Yeah,
Just
like-
because that's what our brainstorm session was on. I just want to.
Yeah,
Okay. All right.
like
All right.
might have
And I'm just
something to
gonna-
help track her. Might have something to look into where the missing people have been going.
So I'm going to turn to Max then. All right. Now, this isn't meant offensively, but we both know your biggest strong suit isn't really thinking, right?
Not offensive. Not offensive.
No, I'm never offensive. I'm always just not that. So I remember you guys having like something where you could maybe, I don't know, find each other, connect. Can I help you try to remember that? Can we share stories? Like how can I help you to help me?
Um,
And I guess I'm
Okay.
going to try to remind him of whatever this connection is.
okay, so we're trying to find Wyne. Connection. I guess I'm gonna look down. Well, I'm still wearing her jacket. Maybe we.
Don't you have like otherworldly abilities? Like, do any of those help with that?
Could
They're more so destructive, but I guess I could. I guess I could try to. Let's see. What's in the magic book that I can do?
read a bad situation over this, like trying to understand what I need to try to direct Max to do.
There could be something from use magic to sort of potentially scry or something.
Yeah, okay.
You can observe another place or
time.
It doesn't necessarily say a person, but like you could.
Well, I could use the
place is Wyne's location.
Yeah. And then if you wanted to, like, as a way to, like, help track her, like, we could use her jacket as kind of, like, it belongs to her.
Since you do specifically have her jacket that she wore, I think, daily.
That I magically altered to fit me.
Yeah. You can attempt to scry on her location.
Okay. Let's try. Here we go.
Oh, the help doesn't matter.
Oh, that's weird. On my screen it says I've rolled a 5 and a 1, but in the chat it says I rolled a 1 and a 3.
It's showing a 1 and a 3 on mine.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, because it's one. It's not on screen, but in the chat, it's a 1 and 3 plus 3.
Yeah,
but I didn't see. I don't have my dice enabled for on screen, so that's one downside of the Roll20 dice. It doesn't always match up.
Yeah, but it's showing. I have a few instances of the Roll20 showing a 3 and a 1, and that's what the chat sees. So I think we go with that.
Yeah. Well, no.
Go with what's in chat.
Because
that's the same for all of us. That's the most consistent version. Yeah.
So mixed success.
Okay. So the effect is going to be observe another time or place, and then the glitch, I guess, is going to be. I think it should fit what I'm doing. Maybe a problematic side effect?
And
I mean, like, we're in, like, the fairyland right now, so.
Well, fairyland is where she was. We're in whatever this fucking forest is called.
What's this like as Max casts, actually to cast a spell? Because you've done it, I think, a couple times now, but haven't done it too many times. So what's this like?
Yeah, so before I even cast a spell, I'm going to take,
And what's it require?
That's a very good question. What does it require?
We play a little loose with the requirements, but, like, it could be some sort of materials. Could take time to cast this spell, which for a scrying sort of spell would make sense that it would take. That wouldn't be an instant thing.
Well,
D&D, it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, we could do that. So, I guess what I'm gonna do first is I'm going to.
So it requires the jacket as a focus, obviously.
Yeah.
And then probably some time to cast this spell.
Yeah. So how this looks, then I'm gonna take off the jacket and I'm gonna put it in a spot on the ground, and then I'm going to draw around it a circle, and then around the circle I'm gonna draw some other infernally type runes, and then that's gonna take some time. And when it's done, I'm gonna stand back, hold my hand out.
As you draw these, you see that, or Corny would probably notice before Max, just like Violet kind of like sticking her nose up at the ruins that are being drawn on the ground. Doesn't say anything, but just you can see her actually emoting, which is something that she doesn't do frequently.
I can see what now? Sorry, huh?
Who's I missed that word. She's moaning.
Emoting.
Who is
emoting?
Violet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Just like a look of slight distaste, but not saying anything.
Oh, okay. So like a Karen turning up her nose. Got it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh my god.
Cataloging for later.
All right. Okay.
Heard.
So that's
the
I'm gonna.
Fey realm is Karen's and Chad's now. Got it. All right, moving on.
All right. So when I'm done my preparation, I'm going to stand back, hold my hand out, and just say some like just random words, and then
you're not going to say those words.
I don't. Okay. I don't know.
Bippity boppity boop.
Yes. Copyright stuff.
Ixil Moradon.
You know, as I said that, I got the image of Max actually trying to learn magic from Disney movies.
Oh my!
Thinking that that's like how magic's actually done.
Then that motherfucker's singing "Spoonful of Sugar."
I don't know if that's canon, but I just got that mental image of him like actively taking notes watching Disney movies.
Hold on, he is a himbo. So it's probably more likely the Gaston song.
Oh my god.
I'm just
I don't want to put anything on Max. That just mental image came to me of him just viciously taking notes at watching Disney movies.
Another himbo option. You're welcome. What can I say except you're welcome?
Oh my god, I can see Max doing that as he's doing the spell as his incantation.
Oh my god, I love it. I am going to Google a list of himbo songs for you, by the way.
Oh my god. Okay, so I have homework now, okay.
Again, I don't want to put anything on Max. This image just came to me.
You don't have to, it's just hilarious, and I love it.
Yeah.
I want to get better at this whole like acting, having fun thing. So I'll probably look into that. But for just right now, since I haven't seen Moana, so.
That's fair. It's a great song, though.
It's a great movie. Like,
yeah, also true. Is she alive or dead?
That's the theory.
All right.
Film there.
Okay, just random magic words. Not going to Disney-fy it yet, but what can I think of?
If you don't want to actually say some gibberish, you don't have to. But ich stimme nie moi.
Look at win. There we go. Just keep it simple right now.
Here for it.
As you do this, the sigils light up with fire. That cinnamon smell that was in the air gets replaced with brimstone. As the jacket lifts into the air, Max stands there, channeling. His eyes glaze over white. And roll to use Oh wait, did you already use Oh yeah, you got the mixed success.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
I would like to add, just as a flavor thing real quick, while this is happening, Corny turns for the first time to the spectral figure beside him that only some people can see, and just, are you seeing this? And then just looks back at it, like not even thinking of the fact that he's been hiding this from everyone. All right, continue.
So I chose it as a problematic side effect, Jake. So
Okay.
that's on you.
So,
And my thought with that is just like we're in like the fairy realm, so maybe like the whole demonic like devilish magic and fairy magic when they're near each other don't exactly cooperate.
yeah, you feel that your powers are being warped here. They don't. It's harder to channel the energy around you, around this area is a lot. It's purer, less refined than the magic you use. It's more wild and hard, and it's hard to channel your energy that you need in this spot. But you need to know where Wyne is, so you push through. And you feel your vision, as your eyes glaze over, lift up into the sky, streak across the city, outside of this forest, over the water. And by this point, you do see Wyne. She would have made her way down, following back routes and stuff, probably about there, in that sort of range by this point. Whichever routes Wyne you'd like to take, but you'd be in that sort of area. Whether you're following closer to the wall or following more closer to the city center, it's up to you, but that's about how far you've gotten. But your vision goes up across the city and down, and you can see Wyne heading in the direction of your guys' apartments, basically to your section of the city. She looks cold. She's not disoriented, but looks, I think disheveled is the right word. I don't know the exact meaning of that word, but it seems to fit this scenario.
Unkempt, clothing not fitting, hair not in a tight form.
That's her
Dirty.
normally. No, but her hair is pretty disheveled on a good day. But she's definitely looking like just very worn out and like messy, dirty twigs, things like that.
Yeah, she doesn't look hurt, like she was before, but like some of the injuries that she got might still be tender, but she looks okay, like, and stable as she's walking through the city, kind of looking even more paranoid than usual. And then your vision comes back to you, and you have to take a breath as you almost like struggle to breathe from the effort it took to force your way through using magic in this area. And Give me 1 second.
You've already got 3 songs, just so you know.
We're gonna have to get a list of these and post them to Twitter whenever we have the full list.
And use the clips.
But for the next little bit, you didn't take harm from this, but you any physical actions that you take will take -1 forward. For not just for a while until you can get yourself gathered again.
Okay.
So mental things you'll still be fine for, but your body feels weaker right now.
But if I can help, I get +1 forward because we're exploring that direction.
Yeah. So yeah, you have an idea of where Wyne is. She's heading towards your part of this, your guys' sort of circle of the city. And you feel like you can, by the time you get there, you'll be able to somehow make contact with her.
Do you let me know that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, bro. Then I'm like, we should hop in the car. Mikey's ready. Let's go.
So you guys head towards the car, I'm assuming?
To Max.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
you just sort of see me just like, what's the word? Just like hobble over because like what I just did just knocked all the energy out of me.
Okay, so I'm gonna scoop up the jacket and then like put an arm under Max like as well, like to like kind of prop him up, put his arm around me, and just all right, let's go. Thanks for finding that. And I'm just gonna start like working him towards the car.
As you guys leave, Violet does yell out to you, just if our suspicions are correct, I don't like telling about this, but try to get some cold iron on hand. It might come in handy.
Old iron.
I hate it here. Cornelius has no problems because he doesn't know any better. But, also, so Cornelius is going to turn around and say, "All right, whatever that is, I'll try to. Just also understand these are the same terms that you gave me last time we made an agreement. So get ready for unexpected deliveries to me from you." And he continues on.
You always make things interesting.
Well, I just understand that you don't work on a straightforward paying scale. So what you owe me after completing this job is for me to decide and you to find out.
You'll have Oberon's favor if you do succeed.
It's not worth it. Like I said, you'll find out.
And you guys get in the car and head off.
And I'm telling him to fucking go. Like it's time to go. We gotta get there. The only time you're slowing down is when we're approaching the guards on the bridge, which should let us through. But otherwise, your foot is on the gas.
What was it that you told the guards again last time?
I don't know. That wasn't me.
Well, we have passes this time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we got passes because
Yeah.
Max is good like that.
Yeah. No one can say no to these eyes.
And now we got them passes for good.
Yeah.
For now.
Oh.
Yeah, until he has to do his thing again and we get the next pass. It's fine. I'm not worried. I am now wondering why Max was not in my little crew all along, because this is a useful skill.
This is such a broken skill.
Yeah, useful. That's what I said.
You guys head out. You flash the pass to get across the bridge.
I'm envisioning we just like put it up against the glass while we roll by. Don't even stop.
They do let you through, and you do get to roll down. Where exactly will you guys be heading? And where is Wyne going?
Wynn's still heading towards her apartment, but she did say she was going to check at Max's apartment on her way.
And we know she's in that hood. So personally, I would recommend we go either to work or to hers. And open to hearing what you got to suggest as well, Max. But I do also want to time check just because we know that Wyne has to leave
Yeah.
soon. So that's all.
So Wyne, are you good for another little bit, or should we call it here? Oh, you are muted.
Hello?
Yeah.
We have like
There we go.
15, 20 minutes left,
Okay.
Max. So that's up to you on how much story you want to get into. If you want to call it now, then that works. Otherwise,
I think
I'm good.
Us being lost in the wind.
we'll go for a couple more minutes. Corny, Max, you guys head to Wyne's apartment.
Well, apartment or job? What do you think, Max?
I think it would make more sense to check her apartment.
Okay. Can I can I do a trust my gut with a forward? Because we're making a new
keep
decision.
Stacking. Trust your
Well,
gut.
no, it doesn't stack. It would just
Yeah.
reset if I succeed.
Yeah. So
Right.
yeah, you can go ahead
Okay.
with
Alright,
trust
cool.
your gut and hopefully succeed on your own.
Submit.
Hey,
Hey.
it's not a failure.
It's not for once. And none of my failures get to stick, so I never get to level.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. Someone else does.
Why did you succeed and not help out?
I was looking forward to that fail and you having to fucking describe where else we had to go.
Yeah, just complete opposite direction.
Yep. Oh, we're going outside the wall. Heard. Splitting the party. Let's go.
Just complete other city. You have to go to a completely other city.
Perfect.
Other location that I haven't even made. But yeah, you know that you get the sense that you should take the main road down to Wyne's place. You get just a feeling that that's the best route to take.
I'm gonna say as much to Max, who has already been saying we should go there anyway. So. Yeah. No. I'm feeling that too, in my gut.
And I'd say as you're driving down, when I'll say you would have gotten to Max's by this point.
Yeah.
Although they're driving, you're walking. You'd probably be. You guys are driving down the street, and before you even get to Wyne's apartment, you would see her on the side of the road.
And I'm gonna fucking shout at Mikey, "Stop!" And I assume he slams on the brakes.
What the?
When
Do I see this happening?
you hear, like, there's loud, unkept vehicles that go every so often, although it's night, so there's not too many. But you do hear the car coming up behind you that you initially don't don't pay mind to, just keeping yourself focused forward. But then you hear it speed up, and then the screech of tires as it stops very close behind you. How does Wyne react to that?
Ah! And she like jumps, basically. Like she jumps off to the side away from the car when she hears it because it startles her because she was so caught in a zone of exhaustion. What is that? And then she's like gonna put her, because the light will probably be bright to her, so she'll go like this to shield the light.
Oh, and Corny's like hopping out and starting to run towards her without saying anything first.
And her arms are up like this, and she's just ready to face her fate.
So yeah, you are blinded by headlights, and you see the silhouette of a figure coming towards you, not saying anything, but running.
Yep.
Stay back!
Oh, what? What do you mean? Wyne, are you okay?
Corny, is that you?
Yeah. We were worried about you. We were looking for you.
Oh my God. And then she's just gonna collapse and start to cry.
Oh. Yeah, Max, I'm not good with that. Can you help?
Yeah, I get out. I'm gonna come over and I'm going to immediately put her jacket over her shoulders.
Why is this jacket so big? I thought it fit me.
It's been gone for so long, you probably lost so much weight.
Yes, that. Yes, that. Don't worry about it. But are
Corny's
you
gonna
okay?
look
What
at Max and
happened?
wink.
I'm so glad you guys found me. I'm so exhausted. Oh my God. Can we just get out of here, please?
Yeah, get in the car. Where are we going?
Yeah, so I'm gonna help her up, and then lead her back to the car.
Okay. Corny's gonna hop up front and leave the back seat to y'all while that happens. And all right, drive. I don't know where we're going. Just drive. We'll figure that out as we go.
Well, so Jake, where are we right now? Like what, around here then at that point?
Yeah, you guys will be in the car right close to, like, right about there. Driving down that way.
At this point, I would say, like, I have to go to my place because it's closer. Or continue to Wyne's apartment.
Okay.
I just want out of here. I don't care.
And Corny's gonna say we can do either one of those. Are we sure those are safe? My people are at the spot.
Yeah, no, my apartment's good.
All right.
You guys...
You heard the man. Drive.
Head to Max's apartment. Do you exchange any information while driving, or do you just drive in silence for the time being as you all collect yourselves?
I am all like full sentry mode, looking around as we drive and directing Mikey. And then whatever else happens in the backseat happens in the backseat.
Wyne is going to feel comforted knowing that she sees Corny's like apparition near him, I guess you could say, because she recognizes that she's in the right spot now. Like it feels more familiar and stuff. So she's like easing up because she was very, very like, I don't know what the fuck's going on.
You do know now that apparition looks exactly like what you saw in that world.
Yeah. So at this point, I'm putting two and two together, but I'm realizing you're like, I can trust that you guys are who I'm expecting to see and need to be near. So I'm just going to be like, I need coffee and I need a shower. And as soon as I get both of those things, I will tell you what's going on. But you have to tell me what's going on. Deal?
Deal.
And then she's also going to shoot like a sad look at Corny for a sec.
He's so busy just keeping his eyes on the road that he doesn't notice it.
As you guys drive towards Max's apartment with a shower in mind and the desire for coffee, I think that's a good place to call it for this session. You guys will pick up with the exchange of information, figuring out where this mystery will take you, figuring out who or what is behind the missing people, what caused the dream paralysis, and where they were taking Wyne.
And fucking deals with the Fae.
Yay, fairies.
They were in your backstory.
Max, you're replacing my jacket. You've ruined it.
You don't
I can
know.
tell. This is too big. You guys are trying to gaslight me. This jacket has been ruined. You owe me a new one.
Pass the checks.
I'm like, what are you talking about? It's absolutely perfect.
For you, maybe.
Pass the
My
checks.
arms are, look at this. And you're just going to see like the material, like, just like hanging off of me.
Corny might be gaslighting you, but that's also one of his talents. So
She's so confused right now. So she's just getting more and more frustrated.
Is this real?
Anyways.
Is this fantasy?
Is this the real world?
Exactly where I was going.
But thank you for watching, and we'll
Yes.
send this off to raid. I'm going to click the raid. The only person I have on mine is Luna Sway. Was there anyone that you guys would like to raid specifically, or are we good just to send her away?
I don't really have anybody big. Nothing against Luna. I just feel we've already rated her, I thought.
Yeah.
Lime's off now. I have one person we could raid if you want.
Yeah.
They're really nice. They're a friend of a friend. I could do it for you if you want.
Yeah,
Their
go
name's
ahead.
Reasoning Elk. They're really nice. They're doing some crochet right now.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, I'm good with that. We'll send everybody that way.
Okay, let me.
And just before we head off, remember to wear proper eye protection if looking at the solar eclipse. Don't stare at it with your bare eyes. You will burn your
And make
retinas.
sure that they're ISO certified and are
Don't
listed
let
on
him
the
tell
NASA
you what to do.
website as a source to buy properly.
Keep telling
There's a
him.
lot of
You don't
scam
have
ones
to
out
listen to him. He's not your real dad.
Anyways, yeah, I hope everyone has a good time. I'll see y'all next month.
Bye.
And everyone, watch the stream when he's doing the other things, not just this.
Yeah.
Watch it for Baldur's Gate
Yes.
and like other stuff. It's really
Baldur's Gate
good.
Thursday, next Sunday is art stream.
See?
Do it.
There's things happening. Be there.
Do it.
Be not cool.
Do it.
Okay. We're gonna raid now. Bye, friends.
Bye.
Do it.